Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
18 runners, quick match, quick match. 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
And the Rams at 7-5 now in a year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
18, pioneer. Set, triple, set. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Danny Gray.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Right back to Spiller on second down. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Touchdown! Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good-looking return setup here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 15.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
On the chase.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready, break.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Danny Gray
With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket, can move, and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Traveler, 19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out there. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here we go, here we
So
go.
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Capo. Ready?
He'll drop. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Let's go now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Chigakankwo, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
And they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get some.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Danny Gray
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Rams will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitation.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They're going to look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Danny Gray.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, pass.
to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Got an open man, it's Olave.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's good. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to 60. 60 average. 60 average.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this one taken in by Olave.
Here we go. Here we go.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Going quickly out to the right side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the... He's got a man complete! And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Back to throw now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bills are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They run behind center with Spiller.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run here with Spiller. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, Spiller. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, cut. 18 Radler, 18 Radler. Left wing 19. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Hold the ready. Ready, ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Ready.
And they take a knee.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buffalo, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.